Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to a new video. My name is Evelyn Borta, and as promised, I am back with a new channel message and video about the full moon that is happening tomorrow night on the 22nd of August in Aquarius. That is a very important astrological event and also galactic event in terms of energies, in terms of upgrades, and each and every full moon intensifies the energies of the planets, and the positions of the planets have certain energies. So these energies are very intensified during full moon. Whatever dominant aspects those planets have that are in conjunction with each other or in retrograde or squaring each other, any of those aspects will be also accentuated and intensified during the full moon in a plus minus 7 days period of time. But I do have this feeling that the energies of this full moon will be super dominant until the end of this year, until we enter in 2022. And that is because the ruling planet of Aquarius is Uranus, and Uranus just started to go retrograde today, and it will have that movement. It will be in that position until January 2022. So this year will be very Aquarian, very Uranian. The energies will be very dominant, and I believe because Uranus is ruling technology, innovations, communication as well, internet, we might expect certain events that are affecting these areas. And because of this retrograde movement, things might go a little bit backwards in terms of digitalization, electricity, internet, communication in the digital world. I talked about that in my previous video, so if you want to hear more about these possible events, then go back and watch that video. Also, Uranus is ruling and Aquarius as well, science. So we might revisit certain things that we thought that were applicable in terms of certain scientific discoveries, and we might find out that they're not so applicable. There might be some changes in terms of scientific approach, new scientific discoveries, maybe a new change in direction, because Uranus has this very eruptive, as I said, and sudden energy. It is the awakener. So things have to break down before we can have the breakthrough. Uranus loves to just break down the old systems and bring new energies. So yeah, these energies will be very dominant, I think, until the end of the year. But I will make another video about September's energies and what energies will be dominant until the end of the year, if we still have internet and we still have electricity. So I am planning to make new videos at the beginning of each month about the energy update. So hopefully we can do that, and we will still have these tools in order to connect. Also, one super important thing that is happening during this full moon is the Jupiter moon conjunction. So Jupiter is conjuncting moon at the moment. It is a great opportunity for us to come together as a community and to create new communities and to meet like-minded people and to start collaborating and cooperating instead of competing with each other. So we are, I think, moving into the beginning of this new collaboration with each other. So the beginning of this new Aquarian age, when we are moving away from the centralized chain system, multinational chain systems, to a more localized and more organic living with people that are having the same value system as us. And when people with the same values are coming together, we can create unimaginable things. So this is how I imagine this brotherhood, this future living, with small communities where we exchange things and we cooperate with each other without relying on the grid. But I talked about that as well, and I believe that we are very close to experiencing something that will be a catalyst for such change, and hence why there are so many people that are interested in this off-grid living. If you only look at YouTube, how many channels are out there that are sharing this off-grid living, like people that are having this nomad lifestyle or living, in the middle of nowhere. So there's a lot interest in that. We are calling forward that experience, and we are moving away from this corporate driven industrialized lifestyle to a lifestyle that is supporting us to have a close relationship to nature and to each other as well. No more separation, but really love. I don't know what's wrong with me today, but I do have a problem with communication. I feel like I cannot pronounce certain words properly. So I already feel the energies of this full moon. I was honestly so excited about making this video, and now I'm feeling very ungrounded and lightheaded. I started to feel like that today, so the energies are intense already. Okay, so I connected to the Galactic Federation last night to ask for their advice and insight about this important planetary event. And they gave me a message about it, which I'm going to share with you as usual. The first thing that I heard from them when I connected was sudden change. So I was like, what do you guys have to say about the full moon? Sudden change. And from the energies of them, of the GFL, I could feel that it was very Pleiadian energy. So it was possibly the Pleiadian Council within the Galactic Federation of Light. And I'm also planning, without making this video too long again as usual, to pull a few oracle cards from these 3 decks. So let's see what the energies of this full moon are as an additional guidance. I love to pull these oracle cards because they are giving a different perspective as well, and then also visuals, which I don't see when I channel these messages. But before I get into this message from the GFL, I wanted very quickly to talk about the numerological aspect of 22, so 22nd of August. 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 in numerology represents stability and security. So it's like a very down-to-earth approach, practical approach for a creation of a stable future. So for me, it says that we do have to use these masculine energies as well, the left brain, in order to create a stable future, this down-to-earth approach. But at the same time, we do have to rely on our right brain, which is the feminine energy, the feminine aspects, and this spiritual high-dimensional approach towards things. So it is this balance in between the masculine and the feminine. So the masculine aspect of number 4 combined with this feminine aspect of the moon, of the full moon, can create this intuitive creation, this connection with your higher selves and paying attention to those messages that arise from our inner being, and combining it with a down-to-earth approach using these 4 elements of the nature: air, fire, earth, and water. And this way, with this balance, we can create a stable future as well. And also number 4 represents, because it has 2 and 2 on both sides, equality on both sides. And as long as there's equality on both sides, then we can create a stable and secure future as well. Let's not forget that Aquarius is super focused on freedom, on equality, on a societal level. No more discrimination, no more judgment based on different qualities, on skin color, so on, so on. So this might be a very dominant aspect as well that we will see playing out in the upcoming period of time on a global level. You know, this need for equality, this need for acceptance of human beings. And it might be related as well to those injection passports and green passes that they want to introduce. So we might wake up to the realization, and the people are already waking up to the realization, that that will divide the society, and we don't want that. We want unity, like enough of this BS of, you know, being different from each other. Okay, so that was about the astrological and numerological aspects of this full moon. And now let's get into the message from the GFL that I received last night. So this channeled message is from the 20th of August 2021 about the full moon in Aquarius. Reminiscing the energies during this full moon, this is what will bring clarity and innovation. Your minds are ready for the energies that you will receive, and your minds are also preparing themselves to hold the high vibrations. We want to assure all of you of the change that will be followed by this full moon, and that will affect humanity. You all need to think about positive vibrations and only hold those thoughts in your minds that are supporting that frequency, which is not clear yet for many of you, will suddenly affect all of you, and that will bring clarity and innovation. You are the holders of the gateway. You all came to this planet to bring light in these times, and to also experience the shift within yourselves, connecting to your divine infinite being this way that your current lifestyles are not fully supporting. You will be of light in this upcoming period, and it's important to hold that thought in your mind and to connect to the wisdom within that is available and will be further activated together with your five senses. And that will connect you to the higher realms and your higher beings. The upcoming activations are supporting evolution and a positive change, even though it might not be so apparent for many of you at first. However, hold the space for whatever wants to emerge, and it will happen in the most uplifting and positive manner. The state of the world is equal to your state of mind, which is determining your perception of all that is. Acceptance is what you need to get you further on your path of awakening to the truth. And we will be here assisting humanity as we have been doing it for thousands of years without hesitation. Please do trust and please drop any belief that is not supporting positive thoughts about us as extraterrestrial species, as your kind is calling us. The connection has started, and it will be more apparent for all of you soon, and we will continue to be of infinite service. Connect to your higher selves and let them lead the way. Let your higher selves show you what you truly are. Let it take the lead and have unwavering faith in yourselves as species that are capable of rising above anything, not in separation, but in unity and harmony, which will take you to unimaginable heights together with other species. Collaboration will emerge, and you will sense that high conviction of unity and peace after all the turmoil. Peace will emerge, and it is constantly emerging in all of you. Be present and hold the space to your greatness that wants you to recognize. You are extremely powerful species, and the intimidation that you are reflecting towards others that are fearful of your power will be clear for you all in this upcoming period of time. We can sense a great deal of purging of old energies that is affecting your planet, and all that is emerging and being lightened up will take you to the next level of your awakening. We are assisting, and we are the keepers of the gateway. We are here and will be no matter what you are going through. Trust yourselves and trust that the guidance is coming from the highest vibrations. You will be the holders of light this way, and others will follow. In the midst of chaos, you have incredible power to rise up and thrive when you do it together in harmony, in great love and unity. You will experience great expressions of this unity consciousness in the upcoming months. Please do hold that thought in your mind about humanity. Do hold that vision of your species working together for the highest outcome, for the highest expression of love and compassion. Stay present to the energies of this full moon that is called the blue moon by your kind. The highest outcome will emerge from the acceptance of such upgrades, and your communication will be enhanced. Be assured of such implementation and outcome. When you are aware, you are present. Have faith in your greatness and engage yourselves in activities with other beings that are supporting this conviction. Dimensions will emerge, and you will gain clarity. We are the Galactic Federation, part of your galactic families, and we are here for reassurance of your powers and greatness. Take that information and come back to it whenever you are in need of it. The data bank is within yourselves. Stay in love and in harmony with all that is great infinite beings. So that was the guidance from the GFL, and they kept talking about clarity and innovation. So that might be very significant, and will be very significant during this full moon. I think we will gain a lot of clarity in terms of ourselves and maybe certain patterns of the society as well as certain structures that were hidden. And that will happen due to this energetic upgrade that will allow us to connect to our inner being, to our higher selves. And they were saying at some point that communication will be enhanced as well. And we have to be assured of that. And I believe communication in terms of telepathic communication maybe between each other and other species, and like psychic communication with our higher selves as well. And you know, this collaboration, this community that I was also talking about, this synergic, harmonious way of living and exchanging values. And they were saying at some point that collaboration will emerge and you will sense that high conviction of unity and peace after all the turmoil. So we can expect some turmoil, but that will bring us closer to each other. I think this 1 month period until the next full moon, which I think will be at the end of September, will be very important for us in terms of communicating with our higher selves and let our higher selves to lead the way, to show us the way to our truth, and to be receptive to the communication that will tell us with which people we have to be, where we have to be, what are the best choices for us. So things that they were already stating before, then this will be enhanced in this period of time of this full moon as well. They also said that the data bank is within yourselves and we can access that data bank anytime. And there will come a time where we will be relying on this data bank, and that will be the only thing that we can rely on, not on external guidance, not on external sources, but our connection, pure connection with our higher selves. So please guys, connect to your higher selves, ask for guidance, ask for visions, for dreams, for anything that can be translated with your 5 senses. They were also talking about the 5 senses, that they will be connecting us to our higher selves, higher realms, and the upcoming activations are supporting evolution and the positive change, even though it might not be apparent for many of us at first. So we do have to trust that this will bring us together. They said that we are extremely powerful species and we have to have unwavering faith in ourselves, that we are capable of rising above anything, not in separation, but in unity and harmony, which will take us to unimaginable heights together with other species as well. So collaboration not only with our species, with human beings, but with also other galactic species as well. This is the end of a spiritual cycle that we are going through right now, and a new one will be started. More profound inner healing and end of the separation. So we are ending an old cycle. We are starting a new, because we are the holders of the light. We came here to experience this shift. And the more we are aware of our powers and greatness, the more those that want the opposite thing to happen, opposite of the ascension, they will be intimidated, and they are intimidated by our powers. Hence why these restrictions are taking place all around the world. This is their desperate try to hold us back. Okay, so let's pull a few oracle cards as a last guidance. So I will start with this Sacred Destiny Oracle deck from Dennis Lin. And let's see what the energies of this full moon are. So I will shuffle the cards quickly. So I want just one card as a guidance for this upcoming full moon. Okay, so I will pull one card from this deck. Energies. So I pulled the Wisdom card, and let's see what the guidebook is saying. So there's like a mermaid. It's a mermaid on the card, but it has like a very spirit-like appearance and swimming among other creatures, fish there, very nice color. So it's happening on the water, the whole scenario. So let's see what the Wisdom card is saying. So Wisdom, here we are. Depths of the sea. The surface of the sea can be choppy and turbulent, but when we sink down into the depths, our surroundings are completely different. Often there's a stillness below. In other cases, the surface of the sea might be placid. Yet down in the liquid blue are a myriad of creatures and a variety of seaweeds. A vast community of creatures is eating, mating, giving birth, and dying. What we see on the sea surface has very little to do with what is occurring below. The sacred landscape wants you to know. Things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular project, yet beneath the surface things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky and wobbly, in a deeper place, all is well and serenity and peace are emerging. Things that may seem challenging will be later revealed that have been beneficial. Oh my God, like it is exactly what the GFL was saying. That's why I was laughing. That peace will emerge. I think this full moon will give us a lot of clarity, as they were stating, in terms of things happening below the surface that have not been so apparent for us as a society. And also talks about our spiritual progress. We might think that we are standing still, that we are not making any progress, that we are being stuck in a place, even leisurely, right, with all these restrictions. But in reality, we are making huge spiritual progress. And because of this Uranian energy that is so dominant until the end of the year, until January, more and more people will be awakened, because Uranus is the awakener. And they will awaken to their wisdom, to their inner truth that has been hidden with this societal programming. So more and more people will be seeing through those hidden agendas and structures in the society. Seeing below the surface might also mean seeing through those hidden things and the exposure of certain networks, the disclosure of extraterrestrials, cosmic disclosure, because Uranus is also connected to this galactic communication. So clarity is coming, guys. It's just around the corner. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's pull another card from this deck, from Oracle of the Angels. I love the artwork. It's beautiful on this one. I'm showing you the decks if anyone is interested in them, then so you know which decks I'm using. Okay, so I will pull another card from this one quickly. So this belief card popped out. I don't know, I just love this artwork. Like, it's so nice. Oh, but why is this so blurry? So what is beautiful on this card, like visually, is that we can see this presence, this higher consciousness on this card. This beautiful, like, feminine energy, this yin energy that is looking so with love in her eyes to the events that are happening on this earth plane, and offering insight, offering assistance. There's water there, so again, the element of water. And this ship looks like it's lost, and there's a guy on the ship, you might not see it, and he's asking for help from this higher consciousness, and you can see the planets there. So a lot of wisdom, that higher consciousness which is available to us as a collective, and trusting that we are in good hands. And connection, you know, for me, this talks about this connection with your higher selves. So this is the activation that we can expect from this full moon, the activation of the feminine energies. And this element of water also talks about emotions, like that in the midst of this transformation is so easy to get lost in the sea of emotions. But we do have to trust and believe in the mysteriousness of the universe, and that we are in good hands. So beautiful. And let's close this video with a last card, which I'm going to pull because it's going to be too long, this video, as usual. And I always feel so guilty about making long videos. Guide us, please, for the collective about the full moon and its energies. By the way, this is from the Enchanted Map. So I will pull one card. Let's pull this one over here. Field of Dreams. It came out in upright position, and these beings are fairies, very nice little fairies with wings sitting on eggs. So also there's they have a very nice connection with nature, and you can see, I don't know if it's visible, but you can see the full moon over there, and also the planet Sirius A. So let's see what the guidebook is saying, number 21. So Field of Dreams. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness the field of vast potential, not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you are willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life, regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world. which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the garden of your life and experience the extraordinary. Okay, so that's a beautiful encouragement for us to live our best lives and recognizing our vast potential that is yet to be discovered. And also this amazing connection with nature and what we can do together. It was saying at some point that we have a basket full of seeds that are powerful, and our talents are powerful as well. And we have a divinely inspired talent that will lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. So again, this collaboration with others, this brotherhood, this connection with nature, this creation of a new amazing world, a field of dreams together with other beings that are also very powerful. And what is interesting is that this card in reverse position, as I was seeing in this guidebook, talks about chasing after material possessions and being too detached to the material world. But it came out in upright position, which means that is the spiritual aspects of us as a collective will be activated. We can reap what we sow as spiritual beings. That work that we have put into ourselves and our spiritual progress, now it will be harvested. So this is the time of the harvest, this full moon. So there's a lot of clarity which we will gain, a lot of activation of our spiritual potential, of our collaboration, cooperation, community, nature, and connection to the higher power as well, and trust in the power within as well. This is what will come during this full moon. So guys, that was my video today and the guidance about this full moon. It was a little bit difficult for me to express myself today. I couldn't find the right words, so there's some blockage happening with the communication, some upgrades probably. Yeah, so if this message has resonated with you, then you can share it with others, because we are living such important times where people are needing guidance. Also, if you haven't done it yet, feel free to subscribe, like the video, hit the notification bell so you get notified each time that I upload a new one. And I will be back with new guidance as soon as possible. And thank you so much for your support, for all the lovely messages that I receive from you. They mean a lot to me. So have a nice weekend wherever you are. Enjoy the full moon tomorrow. Take in the activation, the upgrades, because we are needing that. And yeah, I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Kisses to you all.